Hi there, it's Carol. Welcome to our project number 3 in our Pansy Patch class. Now with this card we're going to do a lot of die cutting and very little stamping, just a couple of things we need to stamp here. So let's get our kit. And you know you can always check my website out, www.carolbcrafts.com, to see what current kit I'm offering as a customer reward when you use my host code with a qualifying purchase. And this is, we're going to be using this Fresh Freesia. Fresh Freesia is one of the new in colors. Isn't it gorgeous? And then with this gingham, I just love this paper. So you've got to get you some of that Pansy Petals DSP. We won't need our envelope right now, but inside you're going to find your labels, and these labels come from the Messages dies. So all the labels in this kit come from the Messages dies, and you can see there's all different shapes and lengths and sizes. So this is a really nice die to have for your sentiments. So I give you 2, you only need the 1. And then you'll see there's like, you could call them teardrops, but I'm going to call them water drops or dewdrops. And I have 3 of them here, kind of like you would find morning dew on your pansies. So we'll put those aside for now. Try not to lose them, they're clear. They are from the Silver and Clear and Silver Epoxy Essentials. They are new in the new catalog, and in your PDF you'll see the number there next to them with the link to purchase them if you're interested. So like I said, we're going to be doing a lot of die cutting. So I think this is all die cutting here, and this is also die cutting. This is for the front. No, that's for die cutting. These and one of these is for die cutting, and one is for the inside. These are all 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And here's our thick basic white card base and some Fresh Freesia. So let's get our trimmer out. And this is already 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, so we just need to score it at 4 1/4. This has been so fun playing with this this Pansy Patch set. So I was about to put my trimmer away, but we haven't done our cutting yet, have we? So got to bring it back in. So get my bone folder, increase that fold that I just scored. And then we're ready to do some cutting. This is our Fresh Freesia. We need 4 1/8. So we'll cut that 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then the other Fresh Freesia is 4 by 5 1/4. 4 by 5 1/4, and that's for the inside. Okay. And then our DSP, I'm going to cut it at 4 by 5 1/4. 4 by 5 1/4. And everything else is pre-cut for you. Yay! So that's our cutting. We'll move on to our stamping. So our piece of, did we cut our Whisper White? Basic White? We did not. Too soon. Too soon. Okay, get your trimmer back out. Sorry. We need one of our panels of Whisper White to be 3 3/4 by 5. So 3 3/4 by 5. I should have followed the PDF. than I would have been on the mark. Okay, so that's 3 3/4 by 5 with basic white. So we'll be stamping on that. We'll be stamping on our labels, and you get 2, you only need 1. So let's get our Stamparatus out. And I still have my stamping there from our first project, so it doesn't bother me. Hope it doesn't bother you. We did a lot of stamping in our first project, didn't we? It was fun though. It was a lengthy video, but it was fun. All right, so let's get our 4 by 6 window sheet and put it in our corner and get our stamps. And you remember I put that thinner piece of plastic that the stamps came in, I put it over them, and that seems to be working perfect now. They're not sticking together like they were. So that's great. We need happy birthday for the front, and then on the inside I put wishing you a little extra happiness. So we'll do happy birthday first. Just put it over here in the bottom left corner, and when I pick it up it always pulls my plastic, so I just put it right back in the corner. It's a constant fight we have. Okay, so the happy birthday, and then I have a piece of scratch paper that I put a little bit of Stampin' Seal on to hold my label in place so that I can slide it under here and line it up. Whoops, there's 2 of them. I don't need both of them right now. Okay, line that up so it says happy birthday in there. It's a little tight, but you can do it. Okay. And ink my stamp back up and stamp my happy birthday. And I'm just going to do it one more time because I like it a nice rich color. All right, there we go. Clean off our stamp. And move on to our next sentiment, which is going to be the wishing you happiness. And get my plastic back out. Whoops. Well, luckily they're not together. One's on one side of the plastic, one's on the other side of the plastic. What do I need? Where's my plastic? Right here in front of me. I forgot to clean it off from my happy birthday. So I'll clean that off, stick that in the corner, stamp my wishing you right there. And of course it pulls it up. Ink that up. And this is a portrait side, so it'll go this way. And it is kind of, it's this one I did in the center, so I'll center that. Okay, that's centered. And ink that up. Okay, we are done with our stamping. That was pretty easy. Nothing compared to the first video, huh? Are we still recovering from that one? I hope you like stamping because you did a lot of it in that video. Okay, let's put our stamps away so we don't lose them. Wishing you and happy birthday. All right. So that's done. Now we're going to do some die cutting. Fun, fun. Let's put away all of our stamping stuff. And die cutting, die cutting. Now this is Daffodil Delight, and this is Bumblebee. Daffodil Delight is a brighter yellow. Bumblebee is a darker yellow. Blackberry Bliss, Fresh Freesia, Soft Succulent, and Basic White. So rather than have you watch me die cut all this, I thought it would be better for me to die cut it and then for you to show you what I die cut and then give you the opportunity to die cut yours out. Okay, let's see, we need this. We need this, and this little piece right here is, it goes with the flower, like right here, so just so you know. And we need some leaves. Did I use, I don't remember which ones I used. I used two, I think I used the small ones. I used two smalls. I didn't use the larger leaf. I used the smaller leaf. Okay, is that everything? This cuts out 3 of the centers. So we'll need that. We need this here to cut out our stem. And I think that's it. Sure looks like enough, doesn't it? Okay. So I will die cut and then I'll come back and show you what all I die cutted, and that way you can die cut as well. Okay. Okay, so I have all my die cuts out. And these here are for the whites, for all 3 pansies. So you need 3 of these, 1, 2, 3, 6 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 of the little closed up pansies right there. Now I didn't give you a lot of white. I got all of mine out of the one piece of white, so if you need other basic white, then you can use your basic white that you have in your stash. I should have given you more, I'm sorry. But most people have white, so that's what we did with these. Moving on to Fresh Freesia, we die cut 2 of these, 1, 2. We die cut 4 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we die cut 1 of these, 1. Okay, then Blackberry Bliss, we cut 1 of these, 2 of these, 1 of these. So that's the Blackberry Bliss. We cut 3 of the Bumblebee, 3 of the Daffodil Delight, and for the Soft Succulent we did 1 of these stems, 1 of these stems, and 2 of these leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's what you need to do. You might want to pause and do your cutting and then come back, and I'll get all this organized here. So I think we are ready to start putting our card together. So let's bring in all of our pieces. We don't have any ribbon, so we don't need to worry about fitting that in. So the larger piece of fresh freesia goes on the front, and the smaller piece goes on the inside. So we'll just go ahead and put our gingham, our gorgeous gingham, on our front panel. Then that's going to go on the front of our card. Oops, I'm out of seal. Okay, I got my refill. And then on the inside, we've got our sentiment. It's going to go on front of our fresh freesia. Okay, now we're ready to do our front. So I wanted dimensions in these flowers, so let's see. When I put them together, I guess we need to glue. So we got 1, 2, 3, and then each flower gets 2 of those. Okay, let's get our glue. One of our flowers is going to be with the Blackberry Bliss. And then 2 are going to be with the fresh freesia. This is going to go with the Blackberry Bliss. These are going to go with the fresh freesia. This is going to go with this and this. And then the Blackberry Bliss, the Bumblebee goes with the Blackberry Bliss, and then the 2 Daffodil Delights go with the fresh freesia. So basically, I will do one on camera, and then you can do the rest off camera. You can pause the video. That way the videos won't be quite so long. I'm trying to cut down on the length of my videos, and I want to get back in camera here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm taking this and I'm putting little tiny dots of glue, basically just touching it. I'm not squeezing it too much. Okay, so I'll bring that up to the camera so you can see what I did. I put all those little dots of glue there, and then I'm going to match it up here to my flower. And the good thing about glue is it lets you move it, so try not to get any of the white showing on the edges. Awesome. Okay, so there's that one. And then for this one, we're basically going to do the same thing on the back. We're going to put little dots of glue, like so, and match it up. Make sure none of the white is showing on the edges. Whoops. There. We'll do the other one. Again, little dots of glue. And do this one. So you can see that, isn't it? It's coming together really nicely. This is going to go on the front. So I'll put some glue, 4 dots of glue. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see there. So that's going to go, my fingers have glue on them and everything wants to stick to them. So I'm just going to fit that in there. Hold it down. And then this is the one that gets the bumblebee. Trying to turn it so it's pointing up. Okay, there we have that. Now these two, the right one, this one goes on top of that one. And I think I might use a glue dot for that. I'm going to get a glue dot and put it on the back of this one, kind of right there. And I'm going to put it on top of this. And so that's kind of what we have right there. So that's going to be our pansy. And I'm going to put a small dimensional on top of there, right there. And then I'm going to set this on top. I want to make sure I don't cover up too much of those that are in the back. Okay, so there's one of our pansies. So we're going to do that for these others. So you might want to pause the video and do yours while I do mine. So I'm going to do mine off camera. Okay, I've got my pansies done. Now I'm going to work on this. I'm going to put some glue here, just in that there, and then this is going to just go over it so that it looks natural. If it looks natural to you, then that's where it needs to be. And then this is going to go here over that. And I don't remember how I did that. I don't remember if I did glue or glue dot. I'm going to do glue. So and if it oozes a little bit, that's okay. Okay, so there's that. Let that sit for a minute. Don't need these extra dots over here. These we'll put together when we make our card, when we put our card together. So let's bring in our card base. And I put this together with, let me make that a little bit, back that up a little bit there. So we know that this is going to go here, and it's sticking to my fingers. Make sure I get all that glue off because everything wants to stick to my fingers. And we want one here, and one here. That's kind of how we want it. This one maybe a little bit higher. And then the stem, let's see, maybe I can make this. This stem is going to kind of go in between those two flowers. And then we're going to have a leaf on each end like this. And then our happy birthday is going to go there. So I'm looking at mine. I think I need to bring this up just a little bit, just so that I have plenty of room for my happy birthday down here. So let's go with what we know. We know we want this here. So I'm going to put that on with some glue dots. And I'm going to twist it off. I'm not going to pull it, because that stem is very delicate. So I'm just going to stick that down in there. All right, there's that. That's in place. Now this one is going to go on with 3 mini dimensionals in the back. So keep those in place. And on the back, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's going to go with 3 mini dimensionals. I'm just going to try to slide that back in place. Just lightly tilt it. Okay. Next is this one. Okay, that one is a little tricky. So for this one, we're going to put one on the behind here. So one behind there, and then down here we're going to put 2 of the bigger ones. So right about here. No, more like right here. Behind this one. So behind this petal, we're going to put 2. And this is just going to help them to have a little more dimension. They have some dimension, but this is going to give them more. So we want to tilt it kind of this way. But you don't want it to go over the edge. So there we go. And this, I think we need to put something there. So let's put 1 of these underneath here. I guess I couldn't see it. So that's going to go there. That's going to hold that one in place. Now we've got this one, and it is put on with okay, all right, let's see. We have regular one here, a regular one here, and down here we have 2. So 1 and 2. Is that on the right side? I think I put it on the wrong side. Yeah, it should be over here. These should be here. Okay, and then on this side is 1. So we need one here. So I'll go over this with you. So you behind here you have one behind there, you have one behind here, and you have two right here. And then that's going to go kind of right there. And then this I'm going to put on with a glue dot. I'm just going to put a glue dot behind here, maybe two. And I'm going to slide it up there as though, kind of follow that along so that it gives you like the appearance that it's going that way. Now these, we're going to do a mini at the tip and then a glue dot at the bottom. That'll give these some dimension. I'm going to tuck that underneath that pansy right there. Do the same thing on this side. Mini dimensional at the tip on the back, and then a glue dot at the bottom. And we're going to put it over here. And then this happy birthday is going to go right there. And we're going to put double mini dimensionals. So we know that we want 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe. No, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let me make sure. I know I definitely want double here on the top. All right, so if I put that there, okay, so then at the bottom I want kind of like a triangle. So at the bottom I want 2. Okay, make sure I get all of these off. So you can see that 1, 2, 3. Double, double, double. And sticking to my fingers, I want that so it kind of actually I have them reversed. The double goes down at the other end. It's crazy when you're looking at it in one way. Okay, so here's the new way to do it, the right way to do it. Move that over to the center. Okay, so at the bottom, double, double, double. So 1, 2, 3. That makes way better sense. And we're just going to put it over. Make sure it's level. Awesome. Lots of dimension. Lots and lots of dimension here for people who like cards with dimension. Okay, and then next are our final thing that we have to do, besides clean up our mess, is put our little dewdrops on. So hopefully you can find them. And I'm going to bend that back. They're almost hard to see on camera. So I'm going to put one here on this leaf, kind of like it's dew dripping off the leaf. And then this one, bend it back, is going to go up here, just kind of random for interest. And then this one over here, oops, it's gone. It is gone. So let me go get it. Just fling. I don't think I'll ever see that again. Mostly because it's clear and I have no idea where it went. So I'll have to go get another one. But it'll give me a chance to show you these silver and clear epoxy. They come in different shapes. There's silver ones that you can see better, and then there's clear ones. So I need a clear dewdrop or teardrop or whatever. See if I can get it without flicking it across the room this time. So this one, I wanted it to be kind of like it's dripping off of that flower there. So try to make it straight so it looks like it's dripping. Awesome. So you can see these are new, and these are lots of fun pretties that you can put on your card. I think I used 3 different ones in this kit. Okay, so I'll put those away. Alrighty, so that is our class for today, our number 3 in our Pansy Patch class. Please join me for class number 4, and again, check out my website anytime you want to find out what current kit I'm offering as a customer reward for using my current host code with a qualifying purchase. Thanks for watching. Bye now.